Welcome to the second class in our MOOC, our massively open online course on SEO, search engine optimization, getting to the top of Google. Now, in our first class, you built your business value proposition and you understood the basics of SEO, like getting a job with your resume, your references, and your landing or your job interview. In this class, we're going to dive into keywords and we're going to use some nifty tools from Google to understand how customers are searching. Keywords are the foundation of effective SEO. So in this class, we're going to learn how to discover keywords and how to build a keyword list. In class number 3, we're going to get to implementation. We're going to talk about where you start to put those keywords to talk to Google. So class number 2, keywords. Let's get started. Welcome back. This is our second class. We're going to dive into keywords. We gotta know our keywords because keywords drive the entire process of SEO. So let's get started on keywords. So our course on SEO, our MOOC on SEO, what are we doing? We're explaining how do you get your company to the top of Google searches, SEO explained in plain English. We're going to do lots of hands-on step-by-step in this very basic class. And this class is going to start with those foundational keywords. How do you figure out what are the keywords that your customers are searching and how do you organize those keywords? So our first class, what is SEO? The game, the resume, the references, the landing. Now we're in class number 2. We're over here on keywords. We're going to focus on our best keywords. Classes 3 and 4 and 5 are all about implementation, on page, off page. We'll talk about landings and we'll wrap out with metrics. Our philosophy is you've got to know the game, you've got to know how the game is played, and you got to put that into action. That's going to get you to the top of Google. That's your success strategy. If this is the first class you're taking, if you're diving in just on keywords, my name, of course, is Jason McDonald. I've done a lot of teaching and training, etc., etc. Please don't hesitate with any questions by email. I'm happy to entertain questions. All right, so what's our agenda? We're going to talk about keywords and resumes and understand how the game is played a little bit. We're going to look at some fantastic free tools from Google to understand what those keywords are that people are typing into Google. We're going to build a keyword list. Again, this is the basic class. This is not our more extensive trainings, but we're going to at least get you started with a keyword list. We're going to wrap up with our to-dos, our worksheets, and our quizzes. All right, so let's talk about keywords and resumes. So how does this work in the job search world? So employers do what? They are busy people. They scan those resumes looking for keyword clues. Hey, I need somebody who's a BMW auto mechanic. I'm going to look through resumes. Who is a BMW auto mechanic? If it's auto-generated, it's done by a computer, guess what? They're scanning your resumes based on keyword clues. Well, guess what? Web searchers are searching by keywords on Google, and Google is connecting websites to web searchers via keywords. So keywords are the same aspect of both our job search game and our SEO game. We got to know our keywords. Now let's look at our picture of SEO. Where are we? So search starts the process. That's the keyword. That's what we're going to start with right now. Google will talk about how this works when we look at our on-page, off-page, and landings, and then we're going to wrap up the class by looking at landings and metrics. Right now we're at the beginning. We're starting over here with those keywords, understanding what keywords people put into Google. Now, you want to think about the keywords that your customers type into Google. Guess what? The customer is never wrong. If they misspell a keyword, they're never wrong. I did a project with a bariatric surgeon, and he was all freaked out because people didn't search for Roux-en-Y, which is a type of bariatric surgery. They often didn't even type bariatric surgery. They put in weight loss surgeon. He's like, Jason, I'm not a weight loss surgeon. I am a bariatric surgeon. Well, guess what, Mr. Surgeon? The customer is never wrong in terms of SEO. So the keywords entered by that searcher are absolutely critical. That customer is never wrong. You've got to get those keywords on your website. We're going to learn that in the subsequent classes. And Google, this bad boy in the middle here, he's our intermediary, matching stuff on the web with searches, that's what the picture is. So we've got to think about what they search and how that connects to what we have. Now, how do most people look for a job, right? Pretty pathetically, right? Most people write their resume blindly, and they don't really sit down and think, how do employers look for employees? What does that employer want to hear? What is that employer looking for? They write their resume, and then they go on the job search, and they're disappointed. How do people create websites? They create their website. It's beautiful. It's foo-foo. It's fantastic. Did we think about SEO? Did we think about how people search? Oops. No, we didn't. Most people do this backwards. I want to advocate to you in this very basic class on SEO. Think about the keywords that customers are typing into Google first before you create that blog post, before you create that product page, before you create your website. Now, if you already have a website, guess what? You have to retrofit it to talk to Google. But you've got to start with how people search first and then create your content. And most people do this backwards. Huge exclamation point is very important. Keywords first, and then the production of content for the web. Okay, so big picture now, you've got it. You've gotta know your keywords. We're gonna end up with a keyword list. If you take our full training, we're gonna train you on how to build a keyword worksheet and measure it and all that stuff. Right now, let's just focus on keywords and get a basic keyword list. All right, so guess what? I said guess what 4 times in this class. Matter of fact, Google has some great tools that will help you understand the best keywords. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you could poll the audience, hey audience, how do you search? Well, guess what? I said guess what again? Google has some amazing tools that will help you understand how people search. So let's look at some basic tools here. So I'm going to pop over to our class materials. Now remember, the class materials, they're in the YouTube description. The code is 57. I think that's like Heinz 57 ketchup. That's going to get you, whoops, to the wrong one. I think it's 58. Let's do 58. I'm a busy guy, get those codes wrong. So its code is 58. That's going to get you to the class materials. Okay, so now let's go down to our class materials and let's talk about some different ways to get keywords out of Google. So I'm going to go to Google. Now I'm signed in. Generally I say you shouldn't be signed in, but don't worry about that right now. So let's just start typing. Let's do industrial fans. So let's start typing industrial fans. So let's say we sell industrial fans. Okay, so you start typing. If I get my little marker here. You start typing and you pay attention to what shows down here. This is called Google Suggest. So Google Suggest is based on real words that people type into Google, and you can use that to find keywords. So let's say we're industrial fans. Let's put industrial fans. Now, put a space in there and put A. Oh, look, industrial fans and blowers. Industrial fans at Lowe's. You can ask your sales guy, hey, do we do that? Buy industrial fans. C, Cincinnati, ceiling, cheap. These are all great keyword ideas. Right now, you're just getting those keywords out on paper. This is poll the audience. How do you search for industrial fans? Take another keyword, one of my favorites, right? Male baldness, right? Cures for male baldness. And you can see male baldness cure, male baldness gene, male baldness and testosterone, male baldness A. You can use Google Suggest for great keyword discovery ideas. Take any keyword and put it in there. Have some fun with it. Why are women so, we got to be gender neutral because we are in the Bay Area. Why are men so, and you can say that. Now Google Suggest, that's your first tool. Go to Google, just start typing. Flowers for funeral, for Mother's Day, etc. That's Google Suggest. That's tool number 1. Now what's the second tool on Google? Do your search, industrial fans. Hit enter. At the very bottom of the search screen, you will usually see related searches. So industrial fans, hey, industrial ceiling fans. Lowe's, Sam Clubs, Grainger is probably a brand. So you're working with your team, hey, what are keywords that are relevant to industrial fans? And these become great ideas for blog posts, words to put on your product page, etc., etc. So related searches. Now look what else you can do. You can click on one of these guys. Industrial ceiling fans, go to the top, put in A, put in B, have some fun with it. You're trying to get those ideas flowing. So Google Suggest, and then go to the bottom and you'll often see more related. Industrial, commercial. So you can see how you can take one word, industrial fans, play with Google Suggest, play with related searches. This is all about getting those ideas out on the page. We're going to organize them into a list and a keyword worksheet later. Right now, let's just get them out. So Google Suggest and Google related searches, two awesome, easy to use Google tools for keyword discovery. Now let's look at our third tool, which is the Keyword Planner. Now I've got a link to how to use the Keyword Planner, a special tutorial I did. I'll show you that in a second, but I want to go into the Keyword Planner. Now, Keyword Planner, you click there. Whoops, it's taking a second. Keyword Planner is the new tool. There used to be, or there was a tool called Keyword Tool. They're going to discontinue that. So I'm going to show you how to use the new tool. I actually don't like it as much as the Keyword Tool, but Google being Google, they're going to get rid of it. Now you have to have a free AdWords account, so sign up for a free AdWords account. You don't have to actually pay, but you do need to sign up for AdWords. See how you can see we're signed into AdWords. Now, let's put in here knee surgery. And let's hit Get Ideas. See here, United States. You can change this around and do just different countries. I'm going to hit Get Ideas. And I know I'm going through this pretty fast. You can rewatch it on YouTube. Now, knee surgery, keyword ideas. So once you get into the tool, let me show you. Once you get into the tool, you put your keyword target here. Click on the Keyword Ideas tab. And then here are your ideas. Oh, arthroscopic, knee surgery recovery, knee surgery game. Oh, that's not us. Virtual knee surgery, that's not us. Knee surgery cost, that's definitely us. Imagine you're an orthopedic surgeon and you can see some great keyword ideas and you can see some ideas that are not so relevant. So you put your keyword in here and you get ideas. Now there's a couple tricks I want to show you on this tool that are very important. So first of all, you get a lot of garbage in here. You can often get a lot of garbage. I want to show you on the left-hand side, click on Include, Exclude, and it's kind of silly, but be redundant. Type the same keyword in here twice, click somewhere, and that will sort of clean it up. You often get too much noise in this tool. So that's the first thing. Secondly, I'm going to talk in a second about keyword volume and value. Now, back on the landing page, I do have a link to a much more in-depth tutorial on how to use the Keyword Planner. And I have that link in there. That's a more in-depth YouTube on that tool. So there's 3 Google tools: Google Suggest, Google Related Searches, Google Keyword Planner. All of these are about building that keyword worksheet, getting that keyword list together. Okay, now let's talk about volume versus value. And I often like to talk about this like fish where the fish are, but catch the juicy fish. So I've got an example here of a knee surgeon. Let's say we're an orthopedic surgeon and we do knee surgery. People search for us by keywords like knee surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, San Francisco, SF, Bay Area, etc. Now, the short tail, the just a couple words, knee pain. That's an early search, isn't it? Oh gosh, my knee is hurting, knee pain. Now I'm starting to think about surgery. I type in knee surgery options. Those are your medium tail keywords. Your long tail, I'm done. I'm ready to get my knee operated on. I search for best knee surgeon in San Francisco. So as you're working on your keywords, you want to think about your left-hand side. Those are your educational keywords often. Those are, I'm just kind of thinking. There's a lot of volume here. Fish where the fish are. There's more volume at the broader terms, but there's less value because knee pain, heck, I could just be wanting a Tylenol. Or I could be running a knee surgeon. Not really clear. When you get over to the right, your long tail, much more focused, higher value. If they put in best knee surgeon in San Francisco and you're an orthopedic surgeon, my goodness, that is your customer, right? So the more you're in the value, the more focused, the more valuable they are to you, but there's not as many of them are. That's why I think about it like fishing. Fish where the fish are, but there's a trade-off between volume and value. There's a lot of tilapia out there, Cheap price, a lot of them. There's not so many organic salmon caught by an Eskimo yesterday flown into San Francisco. So there's a trade-off between volume and value as you get to keywords. So keywords are a lot like fish. You want to fish where the fish are. You've got to do your research. You've got to get your keyword volume. But you also want to fish for the yummy fish, the fish that you want to eat. That's that keyword value attribute. If you're an orthopedic surgeon, knee pain, yeah, a lot of fish there, but that's not the yummy fish. The yummy fish is orthopedic surgeons in San Francisco. So you're going to look at volume versus value. Think about fishing. And what else do you know about fishing? You want that secret fishing hole. This is riches are in the niches. If you figured out, hey, people search for arthroscopic surgeon, San Francisco knee surgeon type of thing, that's a secret fishing hole. That's where you really make your money in SEO, is finding those special ways that people search that are dead on your customer. Now, let's go back to the tool here, and let's just take a quick peek. I want to show you something on this tool. Let me get back to it. So in the keyword planner, there's a little trick here. Let's put in knee pain, comma, knee surgery, comma, and knee surgeon, and let's hit get ideas. And I want to show you up here, and again in our full class I teach this a little bit more detail, but I want to show you knee pain. This is the number of exact searches each month. 90,500 searches in the United States exactly typing in knee pain. Knee surgeon, a lot less, 320. That's the exact phrase again, but look at how much the dollar value goes up. This is a measurement of the value of the search. In general, it's a clue that your competitors are saying knee surgeon is really valuable. Those are the people who are ready to spend money. Knee surgery is in the middle, knee pain, not so much. So you want to look at this CPC, that's the cost per click data from AdWords. That gives you a great clue as to where the value is. Think about a fish market. This is the price per pound. Tilapia is $1.20. It's not that great. Organic salmon is $3.59. It's awesome. There's a trade-off between volume and value, and this tool gets you that trade-off. It also gives you some sense of your competition, how difficult a keyword is. So you want to really understand this tool. It's going to give you competition, ideas, value, volume as you go and use it. Okay, so where have we gone so far? We got our keyword list. We're working on our keywords. We're throwing all those ideas out there. We're brainstorming. We're using the 3 Google tools that I've taught you: Google Suggest, Google Related Searches, Google Keyword Planner. And we're generating kind of imagine a whiteboard. You've got all your keywords that you've built. Now we need to build a keyword list. So we're going to pay attention to volume, value, and competition. And let's just sort of look at a company, and let's look at an idea, and let's sort of build a keyword list really quickly. All right, so I want to show you. Now, I have this example of watch repair, New York City, and I chose some vendors who are selling watches in New York City, and I'm going to look at their keywords. So let's just look at a vendor here. Let's look at Ron Gordon Watches. So sells watch repair. That's the core keyword, isn't it? Watch repair. Now, look at the web page, and you can already start to see the keyword patterns. Watch repair, the types of brands, etc. Now let's look at how you might do that. Let's go into the keyword planner. Let's put in watch repair and hit enter. And let's pay attention to what shows up here in Google. I may have to exclude. Yeah, I got to go down here because it's got this, remember? So I'm going to type in watch repair, and I'm going to hit here, watch repair. And you got to start to think. So here you go. Seiko. This is where you got to use your thinking cap. So watch repair plus a brand. Watch repair plus a brand. Now let's build out a keyword worksheet. So let's say we're talking to this client. Hey, what do? Watch repair. Now, people don't want watch repair in Anchorage, Alaska, do they? They're in New York City. So I already know you've got New York, you've got NYC, you've got Manhattan. You don't have to do a lot of search to know there are different ways to say New York City. Now, even the keyword tool tells you people are putting in those brands. So you're going to put those brands in here. Movado, watch repair. Timex, watch repair. So you want to do that. Now, what else do? You look at some of your competitors, and you can see this guy here has thought through the brands. Tag Heuer, Breitling, Omega. Very well done website. Over here, let's look at somebody else. Let's look at somebody I said is weak. Here's a guy who's not very well done. Watch Repair. But you can see here they've thought through jeweler. They've thought through quote, guarantee. So look at your competitors. Go back into the planner. Put in Watch Repair. Put in Movado Repair. Movado is an expensive type of watch I can't afford, right? So you're going to do Movado Repair and see what shows up. Movado Watch. Swiss Watch. So over here you're going to put, oh yeah, Swiss Watch is another way that people search. So think about your patterns. Your keyword worksheet is going to be Watch Repair, plus your geographics, New York, New York City, Manhattan, plus the brands, plus maybe a generic. Go to your regular Google, google.com. Type in Watch Repair. And you can see here, it's giving you those cities. Now let's set our city to New York. So click on Search Tools. Let's change that to New York City. So now it's like I'm in Manhattan. Watch Repair. And see here, Midtown. Now, you got to do a little brain, thinking. What's a brand of watch? Breitling. So let's put in Breitling Repair. And you can see here, Breitling Repair, New York City. So let's just do Breitling Repair. Let's go down and let's look at our related searches. Breitling Repair Cost, Rolex, Omega, Tag Heuer, watches. You can get that there. So your keyword worksheet is going to be Watch Repair plus your cities plus your brands. Then now you start to have a smorgasbord of keywords that you're targeting. In the next class, we're going to learn where do you put these. So where you want to end up with is a keyword list. That's the minimum thing you want to end up with. And you want to start paying attention to the volume and value and competition. That's where this is all going. All right, so beyond a basic keyword list, and this again is our basic free class. In our more extensive training, I teach you how to build a keyword worksheet and how to really get into the nitty-gritty, how to measure rank, etc. But right now, let's just get a list. You guys are babies that are taking this class. You're just starting. I want to just get the idea out there that you need a keyword list, and you need to start to look at the keyword patterns. When you take the full class, when you really graduate, you're an Olympian. Right now, we're just doing a basic list. All right, now let's talk about our to-dos. So we know how important keywords are. We've used some Google keyword tools to brainstorm our logical targets. We've looked at volume. We've looked at value. We've started to build a more organized list of what our targets are. So now we've got to get going. So keyword list is so important. So I have a worksheet. If you register for the class, you'll be able to get to the worksheets. And in the worksheets, let me show you for class number 2, I have a little PDF or Word format, and this is me, Jason as therapist, helping you brainstorm your core keywords. In our case situation, it was Watch Repair. It could be lawyer, it could be attorney, it could be fan. Those are those core foundational keywords. Most businesses have just a few. In this example, it was Watch Repair. That's a core keyword. Breitling Repair, Tag Heuer Repair, those are core keywords. Those are the foundation. Your helpers, that's your professional Watch Repair. Watch Repair New York City Breitling Repair. Those are your helper words. You're going to create some queries on your list, how people search for you. You're going to write those down. You're going to think about your customer search paths. One is Watch Repair. Another search path is Breitling Repair. Other ideas. A lot of people search for Midtown. Some people search for Manhattan. Many people look for professional. So this worksheet helps you build out an organized keyword list. In the class that's extensive, I teach you how to build a worksheet, a more robust plan. But let's walk before run. That's going to teach you that basic stuff. Now, what else is going on here? You've got your worksheet. You've also got your knowledge quiz and your action quiz, by which you can measure, how much did I pay attention in this class? Did I learn the materials? Am I doing keyword discovery correctly? So don't forget, you've got the worksheet and the quizzes. Do both. Those are going to get you going with your keywords. So we're class number 2. We've wrapped up. We're now having a keyword list. We're going to go on to class number 3. Class number 3 is going to be very exciting. Page tags. We're going to start to put the rubber where the world is, where the rubber hits the road, and we're going to learn those page tags. So thank you so much for watching. Take those quizzes, get that keyword list going, and off you go.